Welcome back. In New Orleans, there are super tight security measures for the Super Bowl. In the wake of the deadly New Year's Day terror attack on Bourbon Street, football fans attending Sunday's game will see a lot of new and updated efforts to keep everyone safe. Omar Villafranca joins us now to talk about the ongoing preps. Omar, great to see you this morning. I'm wondering, since the National Guard is being deployed to help people be safe and have a good time, how visible they are and if they are making people feel safe.
They are very visible, Errol. This is a Tier 1 event, which means it's a top-tier security here in the United States. Federal assets, DHS, National Guard, New Orleans police, state troopers. There's a lot of people who are here. In fact, we saw the National Guard in the French Quarter, and they were manning some certain positions and intersections while they're setting stuff up. So obviously, a big presence there. Not only that, there's a lot of uniformed officers walking around, state troopers as well, in different parts of the central business district. So you really can't turn your head anywhere without seeing some sort of law enforcement around. This is going to be packed with a lot of folks here for security.
Now, we know that there is a game, but you've got the atmosphere, the energy. Kendrick Lamar just swept at the Grammys. He's doing the halftime show. But let's remind people, you got the Chiefs and the Eagles, who I think arrived over the weekend. They faced the media for the first time yesterday. What were some standout moments, in your opinion?
Well, if you haven't ever been to Media Day or paid attention to it, it is a little bit X's and O's and a little bit dumpster fire. There was a funny moment where somebody had a pillow of Patrick Mahomes from one of the Super Bowl celebrations, and it was kind of making fun of his dad bod, and they handed him the pillow up there, and he looked at it and started laughing. Got a good joke, signed it, went along. People, of course, are talking about the X's and O's, but it's also a chance for fans to see some of the players up close. Bunch of kids that were lucky enough to get some autographs from players. So for people who, obviously the Super Bowl tickets are not cheap, but for fans, who maybe are not going to the game, to see the players up close and see them in the same stadium, it's a great atmosphere.
And you make a good point in that, look, if you didn't get a ticket, I'm sure you can still enjoy the atmosphere and the energy around the stadium in the city. So what is the energy like there for you, Omar?
Listen, it's New Orleans.
Right.
If you have a bad time in New Orleans, that's your fault. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's something for everyone. The food is great. The hospitality here, I've said as long on and off camera, is you can't touch it. They're doing here, and everywhere you go, the city's really playing into it. Street corners, you hear second line bands. I mean, there's music everywhere. This is the quietest I think we've ever had it for our live shot right now. But I'm sure in a few hours we're going to start hearing a brass band fire up. So, and mind you, this is just Tuesday.
Right.
As this goes on, it is going to be more lively. And you're right. Everybody's talking about Kendrick Lamar on the halftime show, and there's always some sort of surprise. So there's already speculation. What's going to happen? Is somebody going to show up that we don't know? A lot of famous artists from New Orleans, are they going to be involved? We're going to have to wait and see, especially on TV. But the energy here is growing.
Let's see if Omar dances when one of these bands sweep around him at some point this week. I'm saying it now. It's my prediction.
Yeah.
You got the whole week.
I want CBS to pay for a second line for me so I can just walk around and have a second line just.
It has been requested.
Jazz all around me. I'm for that. Yeah.
It's official. Omar, thank you very much. Great to chat with you. This will be a fun week.
Yes.